How do you navigate the loss of libido and intimacy during life season changes without the use of prescription drugs?
Good question.
How do you navigate the loss of libido and intimacy during life season changes without the use of prescription drugs? Great question. I would really applaud this person for not turning to big pharma right out of the gate. I think we've become a very lazy culture in looking for a pill for everything.
Sure.
And I think thankfully there is warranted growing suspicion of and skepticism of big pharma and prescription drugs, precisely because they have earned the right for us not to trust them.
Yeah.
Not saying there's not a place for them, and then they can't be helpful, and not saying that at all. But I appreciate not just the turning to the Super Bowl commercial and the blue pill to make everything better. It's like, no, let's see if we can go a more natural route here first. And so there are actually great chapters in these books, as we mentioned again, Restoring to Pleasure by Penner and Penner, Intended for Pleasure by Dr. Wheat. And then I think actually Martin Grace touched on it in Real Marriage or Real Romance.
Yeah.
But I would go the natural path as much as you can, like good sleep, good diet, good exercise. Start there.
Yeah.
Just the basics.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sending you, for whatever reason, I feel like every guy knows on testosterone. I'm like, am I the only 45-year-old not on testosterone? Should I be on testosterone? Am I missing something out here? And am I behind the curve? And
my goodness.
And not every guy, no, but it seems like it.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, well, honey, you could start, so I'm sending you these advertisements of, hey, here's some testosterone. What do you think about this? And
buy this supplement.
Yeah. And you're like, or you could work out. Yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, but if I could just mix it in a drink, wouldn't that be easier?
Yeah. I was like, or you could work out, sleep more. There are some proven things to help with testosterone, which does increase libido.
Yeah. So you could actually, okay, what are the natural ways to increase libido? Let's take the guys with testosterone.
Sure.
Good sleep has proven to increase testosterone. Lifting heavy things has proven to increase testosterone. Eating a more protein-based diet has proven to increase testosterone. Not drinking so many soy boy lattes, bro, with oat milk have proven to increase testosterone. So getting outside. So some of these things, it's like, do those first.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what helps with libido for women.
Well, there's all sorts of things to consider regarding your hormones. The same stuff applies, like how you're working out, how you're eating, how you're caring for your body, and the understanding, I think, too, like there's been some conversations with some older women in my life that are like 10, 12, 14 years ahead of me.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm assuming this person is maybe older. They said seasons of life. And so who knows, there's some decreased libido postpartum. Well, that's for a reason, because a woman is, all of her hormones are pushing towards taking care of her children and all these things. Her body's been through this crazy event. Yeah. That's totally normal, and I feel like that's a different scenario.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like as you age and libido changes, it's like, why are you smiling?
No, I'm learning. This is good.
Okay.
This is great.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think you need to have a conversation with you and your spouse, and it's okay if some of that starts to decrease as we get older and our bodies age. Maybe I'm not going to say that in like 20 years, but I'm not saying that from what I think. I'm actually talking to women that are in this season of life, and their husbands have talked it through, and it's like, it's okay. We don't need the same things we needed in marital intimacy when we were in our 20s or our 30s or our 40s as we do in our 70s.
Right.
Like it has changed, and some of their libido has decreased, but that doesn't mean their intimacy has changed.
Okay.
Like that can still be the same like level of closeness and oneness that you experience. And so that's been super helpful for me just moving forward, because I think there is something in our culture that's saying like, you need to stay, fired up and ready like all the way till you're 80 or whatever. And it's like
chiseled abs in your 60s.
I don't think that's how our bodies were designed.
What I hear you saying is adjust your expectations appropriately.
Yeah. And have conversations about it, and obviously I think there's ways to help your body physically. Yeah. But your body is physically changing. Yeah. We are aging.
Like one thing is you could work out together.
Sure.
If you're older, like walking, riding bikes, hiking, whatever it is, like we're going to make an effort to work out together, to prioritize our physical health for the sake of being as fit as possible for my spouse. Yeah. Like that's totally reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're not doctors, and we're not professional specialists in any of this, but it's like, It's good that they're not turning to just the drugs, but I think there are things we can do to be healthy in general.
Yes.
That can help increase some of that drive.
That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, you can click here to listen to the full podcast or click in the link below and go wherever you listen to podcasts. And we're here, we're there, we're everywhere. Hopefully you can find us. And if you'd like some more free resources, you can head to strongermannation.com.